Good morning, Matt Dela Cruz here with the Winning Minds Group, part of the John Maxwell team, and welcome to Mondays with Matt. Happy Monday to you. That's right. Today is our favorite day of the week. It is Monday. I know there's so many people out there that are just cringing when I say our favorite day of the week, Monday, simply because that's just the way they accept it. But that's why we're going to talk about the most powerful word in the English language today, I feel, and that word is called attitude. Think about it. A-T-T-I-T-U-D-E, attitude. Well, how important is it? Well, I believe that 90% of our success is based on our attitude. 90% of our failure is also based on our attitude. But let's go back a second here. Who in your formal education sat down with you and taught you the importance of attitude? Or who even taught us what the impact attitude had? I mean, I know I didn't get it. Did you? I mean, here's what I was taught about attitude. Hey, you got a bad attitude, boy. You better straighten up. You're going to end up in jail with that attitude like that. You better shape up, or I'll shape you up. You know, your attitude determines your altitude. Altitude determines your attitude. I mean, it was all the. But what does it really mean? And even today, right now, I mean, who's impacting your life and teaching about attitude? That's why I want to take a moment real quick, because I want to show you how you can have the best day, every day, the best year, and have one of the best lives, as long as you learn to control and understand what attitude is. Now, I was very fortunate. I was blessed. My teacher, Zig Ziglar, he taught me two things that impacted my life: goal setting and attitude. And the thing about attitude is he taught me two things. He said, Matt, number one, attitude's a choice. You choose to be positive. You choose to be negative. Okay, you weren't born negative, you choose. It's a choice. And the second thing that really resonated with me, he says that you control, not 90%, not 95%, not 99%, but you control 100% of your attitude. Because think about, what is attitude? Attitude is the willingness to express one's thoughts and feelings on what they perceive. Again, the willingness to express one's thoughts and feelings on what they perceive. So think about it. If you control 100% of how you think, how you feel, and what you see, why don't we think positive? Why don't we feel positive? Why don't we see the positive in everything and everyone? Well, the challenge with it is because it's conflicting. We're not wired that way. We're not programmed that way. So our outside conditions and circumstances is mostly in a negative environment. You may be working in a negative environment. You may live in a negative environment. And my gosh, you may even be married to a negative person. This is what happens to us. And after a while, programming through spaced repetition, we start believing this. And this is what happens to us. So understand this. Attitude is a choice, and we control 100%. And if you can just get your mind to believe that, expand your awareness, and you say, wow, I need to control that, you're absolutely right. So that's why Mondays are my favorite day of the week, and that's why the majorities don't like Mondays, simply because their attitude. So stay tuned for next week, because I'm going to bring in another portion of attitude, because, again, with time allotment, there's not much time to do it. But I want you to think, I want you to ponder on what I share with you today. Your attitude, yes. How you think, how you feel, and what you see. You control 100% of that. So until next week, live with passion, live intentionally, and let's live with a great positive attitude and impact the lives of others. Thanks so much. Make it a great week.